Okay, student, let's start with our third session. This one is our week 3 third session, and this one is specifically about administrative theory. Okay, in the last session, we have जिन students ने ये वाली video अभी start की है, we have studied about overall Frederick Taylor Scientific Management School of Thought. It's about 5 scientific management school of thought. Just a second. Right, these are the 5 basic scientific school of thought. ये आपको पता होने चाहिए. ये आपके principal school of thought है. You can say scientific management के basic principles हैं. Scientific management के principles हैं. And now we have to study about the principles of administrative theory or principles of management. Now, when we are talking about principles of management, we have 14 principles of management, and that is according to Handy File, as we have discussed earlier. Handy File is about, you can say, father of the modern management theory and modern management. And what are the 14 principal class? First one is about division of work. When we are talking about division of work, that means equally you have to divide your work, your employer and employee, everyone has to participate, and it gives, you can say, it gives you a very participative working environment. So this is another advantage of division of labor. Okay, division of work, sorry. Okay, division of work specialization allow the individual to build up experience and continuously improve their skills. Thereby, he can be more productive. So if you will divide the work, and specialization allow the individual to build up the experiences. So definitely, अगर आप different departments में different expertise की base पे आप divide कर देते हैं, तो आपका ज्यादा से ज्यादा जो है वो प्रोडक्टिव आउटपुट आता है और एक इंडिविजुअल की ग्रूमिंग होती है. दिस इज द फर्स्ट वन. Next one is about authority. That means the right to issue the command, along with which must go to the balanced responsibility for its function. That means someone has some specific authority, and he has the right to issue the command, and everyone has to follow the command of that person. So that is very important for the formal organizational structure. Definitely, as we have discussed in the class, authority on both discipline. Employees must obey, but this is two-sided. Employees will only obey order if management play their part by providing good leadership. So discipline is again, it's very important factor. As per the Henry File, it's another very important principle of management. अगर आपने चीजों को properly manage करना है, for that reason discipline is very important, and employee has to obey your whatever the command, that can be your middle level or top level management, and they have to follow whatever they are saying. Unity of command, the concept unity of command, later on definitely in detail we will discuss this concept. Unity of command, that means everyone has to follow the direction of one boss or one person. That means in united form you have to follow the command of that individual or of the individual, right? So that is about unity of command. Each worker should have only one boss with no other conflicting. So this is one of the very important factor, a very important concept. Next one is about unity of direction. People engaged in the same kind of activity must go for, you can say, their objective in a single plan. So everyone, unity of direction, unity of command से link करता है. Unity of command होता है जी कि everyone has to follow the direction of one person, right? That means ये सब जो है वो follow कर रहे हैं direction of one person को. इसको हम कहते हैं यूनिटी ऑफ कमांड. और यूनिटी ऑफ डायरेक्शन, दैट मींस एक बंदा जो है वो सबको डायरेक्शन दे रहा है, एंड एवरीवन हैज टू फॉलो द डायरेक्शन ऑफ वन पर्सन. So both sided है ये दोनों आपकी. So people engage in the same kind of activity that must be given by the single person. Subordinates of subordination of the individual interest to the general interest. That means management must see that the goal of the firm are always paramount. That means individual goal or objective or development that must be linked with the objective of the overall organization. So आपके जो इंडिविजुअल के ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के साथ लिंक करते हैं, और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के जो ऑब्जेक्टिव है दैट मस्ट बी लिंक विद द डेवलपमेंट एंड ग्रोथ ऑफ द इंडिविजुअल, जिसको हम ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल डेवलपमेंट ओडी कहते हैं. So next one is about remuneration. Payment is an important motivator factor, although by analyzing a number of possibilities. So you have to pay accordingly on time. You have to make the payment regarding their services. This is very important factor, and this is one of the another very important motivational factor. Centralization. This is a matter of degree depending on the condition of the business and the quality of its personnel. That means centralization, that everything has to be commanded by one person. So एक central person, एक central command होती है जो सबको you can say control कर रही होती है. That is about centralization. और डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन में कुछ काम आपका टॉप लेवल करती है, कुछ मिडिल करती है, कुछ लोअर लेवल करती है. लेकिन सेंट्रलाइज में दिस इज द मैटर ऑफ डिग्री डिपेंडिंग ऑन द कंडीशन ऑफ द बिजनेस एंड द क्वालिटी ऑफ इट्स पर्सनल. So generally it's centrally commanded by one person and by the top level management most of the time. So वो आपका centralization में आता है. आगे है जी scalar chain. Scalar chain refers to the number of levels in the hierarchy. From the ultimate authority to the lowest level in the organization, it should not be overstretched and consist of too many levels. Again, scalar chain की बात करें तो it's referred to the number of levels, जिसको हम hierarchical structure कहते हैं, like top, middle and lower level management. और बहुत ज्यादा नंबर ऑफ लेवल्स पे नहीं लेके जाना चाहिए, इतना लेके जाना चाहिए जिसमें मैनेजेबल हो एंड एवरीवन हैज टू फॉलो द कमांड ऑफ योर सीनियर वन. Order, both material order and social order are necessary. That means both type of orders are very important, and whatever your boss is given the order, or your boss is giving the order, so you have to follow the command and order of that person. Equity in running a business, a combination of kindliness and justice is needed. Treating employees well is important to achieve the equity. That means equally you have to treat everyone, right? So equally you have to give importance to every employee. So treatment of every individual on equal basis, that is linked with equity, theory of equity. Stability of tenure of the personnel. Again, another very important factor is employees work better if job security and career progress are assured to them. So that means employees can work better if they have the surety of their career progress and job secure. And insecure tenure and high rate of employee turnover will affect the organization adversely. It's very important factor. अगर आपकी ओवरऑल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर टर्नओवर रेशियो ज्यादा है, लोग ज्यादा छोड़ के जाते हैं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर, so that means there is something wrong with that culture of the organization, with the environment of the organization. And this is very important to observe and to improve it. So stability of tenure of the personnel is again very important thing. Initiative, allowing all the personnel to show their initiative in some way is a source of strengthening for the organization. So there must be, you can say, there must be the individuals in the organization or the top level management. They have to take the initiative. You can say it's about your creation, imagination, and the new things that you just want to implement in your organization. And this is one of the good things. And that has to be the part of if you want to survive with the world. Team spirit, that means spirit the corps. That means management must foster the morale of its employees. That means you have to encourage them, further suggest that real talent is needed to coordinate effort, encourage the keenness, use each person's ability and reward each one merit without any possible jealousy and disturbing the harmonious relationship. So that means overall, as a teamwork, everyone has to work together and collectively they have to achieve the overall organizational objective. This is one of the major thing जो मैं आपको क्लास में भी कहती रहती हूँ कि teamwork is very important. You have to work like a team. It's very important, right? Okay, this is the last slide and the last topic. Again, it's linked with the managerial approaches. And this one is about Max Weber. Max Weber, most of the time, he has emphasized on the religious and bureaucracy concepts. मैनेजमेंट के साथ ब्यूरोक्रेसी के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से ओवरऑल जो मैक्स वेबर जो है ब्यूरोक्रेसी के कॉन्सेप्ट पे इन्फोर्स करता है और वो क्या कहता है basically again he died in 1920 I think so he's one of the you can say bit modern person who has introduced the you can say managerial concepts or approaches. Okay, what's the concept of Max Weber, or what's the school of thought? As per him, a bureaucracy should have, first of all, division of labor. As per the Frederick Taylor, again, division of labor and job specialization. Adam Smith, भी कहता है, it's very important. Job broken down into simple, routine, and well-defined tasks. This is very important, and you have to do it. Another one is authority hierarchy. That means hierarchical structure होना चाहिए, जैसे हम क्लास में डिस्कस करते हैं organizational chart की बेस पे. There must be top, middle and lower level management. So hierarchical structure आपका होना चाहिए, and then you have to go for authority hierarchy, position organized in hierarchy with a clear chain of command. So chain of command भी proper होनी चाहिए, कौन किसको follow करेगा and all that. Formal selection process होना चाहिए, जो definitely आगे सारा आप staffing में और ये सारी चीजें discuss करेंगे. People selected for the job based on technical qualification. So you have to select the people on the basis of their qualification. Okay, class. So system, formal rules and regulation. Everyone has to follow the rules and regulations, set of standards that has been designed by the top level management or organization. Impersonality, uniform application of rules and control, not according to the personality. So this is very important. Not as per the requirement of the person or personality. You have to make the rules. It's formal it's uniform for everyone. Career orientation. Managers are career professionals, not owner of the units they manage. So again, it's very important factor. Manager are career professional. They have to be career oriented and professional individual, and they have to follow what's your top management is making the decisions, strategies, plans, and all that. And everyone has to follow those commands. So this is what overall bureaucracy concept. And as per the Max Weber, this is very important, and through this we can get our very productive and efficient output. But most of the time, it's about very idealized situation or ideal situation. Most of the time, both come होती है. But we have to try to manage it in that fashion. हमें कोशिश करनी चाहिए कि इसको इस फॉर्म में कर सकें. So I hope so, students, you are getting the point, and this is very much clear about overall third week session. And yeah, generally we have studied about this thing. So this is all about. Thank you so much for this session class. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.